The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Back to the air, Rosen after the pick six. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check. Lucky.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
26, Saquon.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Dixon on to punt for the Giants.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. And right away, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
At the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is. And you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. throwing. Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 23 yards, the final tally.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
You ready? 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Rosen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Rosen. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ezekiel Elliott.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Back, back, back. There's a 154 right here. 54.
Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott on the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
For the point after.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
In your face. Mike, 55.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 3-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
I got one. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wildville.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Go, go, go. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check, 56.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is Gallman. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard. Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On play action, Rosen. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go one more. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey,
Prescott. Now a short one to Gesicki. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
10-10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Barkley toss play left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Lining up for the point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Defense, let's go, defense.
Rosen will throw. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Darius Slayton. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Rosen to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Giants.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Know your job. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, defense. Hey, 80.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Push him back. 56. Mike, 56. Mike.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action here with Rosen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Gonna run again here with Pollard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
All day, dog.
Here's Pollard again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On third down, it's Pollard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
So don't say nothing. Mike, 55, right there in the middle. 55.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rosen. Finds his tight end Ingram. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On the carry.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first three quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
55, alert. Let's go, D, tighten up.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Right at midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, tight, 80. 56, Mike 56, right there, 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Giants on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Rosen off the play action. On the crossing route, complete. That's Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Giants.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Gallman. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 31 yards there and a first down. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Go.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cowboys, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.